Hey guys, Devin with FishTankProjects.com, and a lot of people have been asking me for an update, so I guess I'm way overdue. I apologize, life's been a bit crazy lately. A few new things, few issues I had with the tank. One of the new things, I redid the top with a black mesh. The clear stuff was good for light penetration, however the reflections off it drove me nuts. So I used this black kind of, I don't know if these are for veils or dresses, but I bought the fabric store, and it's very fine mesh. Not overly noticeable, and you don't get that reflection glare like I did off the previous clear stuff. So I did have some issues with the tank for a bit. Some of my corals are starting to die out and lose color, and I figured out that it was because of the GFO. I had too much GFO, or I was running too much flow through it, and I was actually stripping the water too clean, and I think that was taking away or killing some of the zooxyl on the corals, so which caused a few of them to die. So ironically, some of the ones I lost were some of the easier corals, like my metallic green bird's nest and my ORA birds of paradise, and a couple other ones which are not doing too great. My DGs were almost white. They've, for the most part, colored back up. Some of my millies and other ones have been doing great, not really affected. Pink lemonade and some of those are still doing great. So it's kind of odd how some of the easier ones were biting the dust, but overall, things seem to be doing a lot better. My plate was even pretty white now, and I was getting this green color back since I turned off the GFO. Same with that one. So, bit of a learning curve. Fish-wise, I have a fairy wrasse. Fairy wrasse was new. I also have a very pretty coral beauty. I think that's all I got for new fish. There may be a couple new chalices and other things. I also got a nano that I'm debating if I'm going to keep it going or move that into here, because I may try a jellyfish tank in the near future, so we'll see. I also got this nice tube anemone. That's a new addition. Hardware-wise, I added a calcium reactor. I'm not sure if I had that in the last video. So this was one of my little side projects. I had an older reactor I got for a good deal that needed a lot of love, so I added a waveline DC pump, so it's nice and quiet. I also redid all the plumbing and a bunch of things, so that's been working fairly well. I drilled the top and put a Apex lab grade probe in it, so the Apex turns my CO2 on and off based on the value, so that takes away half the settings on it. Skimmers, the coral box, and this thing's been doing an amazing job. It's extremely overkill. It's huge for my tank, but it's better to be too big than too small. Other than that, I bought some more Chemi-Pure, which I'm going to add to the tank soon. Or not Chemi-Pure, rather, Marine Pure. You can see I have a block on the side there. It's for kind of a biological filtration. It has amazing amounts of surface area, so I'm going to do a video on that fairly shortly, and I'll post that up. Aside from that, everything else is doing well. The doser's been turned off for a while now, as I'm using the calcium reactor. For cleaning, actually, Flipper is actually one of my favorite cleaners. I've been using the Flipper Max. This thing is huge. It's the beast. You can see the size compared to my hand. I've never used the scrubby side in my life. I only will use the razor. That way there's no risk of gravels getting in there. It cleans one swipe, it's clean. No issues with scratches, and that's been great. I'm very happy with that. Overall, other than the mesh, CO2, a couple new fish, tank's been pretty good. Few things. So yeah, if you guys do GFO, start light. I've been running it since I started the tank up until a few weeks ago, and I've turned it off. I've never had, my phosphate has always been 0, but I think my water was a little too clean. Stand. Oh, one issue to fix. One of the wires with the stand door hits it once in a while. There we go. So it kicks back onto the blue mode. So yeah, if you guys have any questions, you want to see anything specific, feel free to let me know in the comments, and I'll be happy to make a video on it. Again, Devin with FishTank Projects, and hope you enjoyed my quick mini update. Cheers.